All right, here we go. What we have in front of us is, well, hello, first and foremost, for those that, whoever watches this. I'm assuming you're here because you want to know how to install the aquatuning GPU water block for the Sapphire 6800 XT Nitro Plus, whatever it's called. The block we're putting on here today. It might be a little backwards, so I will read this to you. It's part number 11948. It's the Aura Acrylic GPXA Sapphire Radeon RX 6800 XT Nitro with backplate. It says Aurora. So this block is completely clear. It comes with the backplate. It's a nice hefty backplate. It's really nice quality metal, aluminum. Jeez, the actual water block is heavy as hell. I have it in the plastic still, but once I pull it out, you'll see clear. It's got RGB built into it also, which the graphics card itself, oddly enough, or not oddly, but when I took it apart, if you look here on where my thumb is, those little white squares along that white strip are actually the LED strips. So I'm curious to see what all that's going to light up. And also these here are RGB also, because this is what used to light up the old back plate. I'm kind of curious if I can still retain the old back plate. Well, I'm not worried about that. Anyways, it'll just be lights. My cat's tripping over there. He's like chasing a bug or something. Anyways, let's get started. The one thing I forgot to do last video is I need to take this bracket off based on these directions. The picture doesn't show the bracket on there. I haven't read anything. I've done this enough times to kind of have a general idea on how to take most of the stuff apart. I have a little magnet. Okay. I think I have to loosen the bolts. Yeah, there's screws on the end. Sorry I didn't do this last video. So I will take this off, and if I have to put it back on, I'll put it back on after. But I'm just stripping the car down to bare bones. Next video will be me putting this in my computer. My computer currently, it's a 5800X, 32 gigs of RAM, 3600 speed Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro, I believe. I have two Samsung 980s, 1 terabyte drives, two of them, PCI Express Gen 4. It currently has an EK pump rest combo, an EK CPU block, a bunch of bits power fittings. But it's all, the CPU is currently water cooled on a 360 millimeter EK Coolstream SC, just like this, but 360. So I'll have the 360 and I'm going to add a 240. Yeah, it's a little overkill, but I don't care. It's going to look cool. And I bought 6 new fans so all my fans match, because right now I have 3 fans that are like a Corsair kit and 3 fans that came with the computer. So anyways, I gotta remember not to flip this switch, because one of them, there's a switch here for the dual BIOS or the overclock mode or whatever. I think that one's for dual BIOS. Alright, so I am following the directions. They color code it. I know it's upside down, but they'll say, hey, this is from package number 112345, and then those are for the front side, and then the rest, the other color ones are for one of them are for the front side, and the other ones are for the back side. So it'll show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the block itself, and then put your thermal paste on, spread it, and then it's got, hey, how to put all the screws in to mount the actual block, and then it's got the back side, which is the where the, what do you want to call it, the back plate goes, where to put the thermal pads, so it labels them 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then how to screw that in. So it's kind of cool. They thought, they literally thought of everything. You got your little cable and how to. There's like a little cable that runs out of it, so you know where to put the plug in the RGB. So right now I am gonna go over the rest of this kit. Oh shit! Be right back. Sorry about that. I had a Teams call that I missed, but it was all good. All right, so this package literally says, "Hey, for coolers, number 1 through 5." They label it. So those are the cooling pads. Then you have for the back plate, a lot thicker, and it labels it number 6 through 10. That's got the screws. Okay, these are the screws and the nuts for putting this bracket back on. Let's see here. We have thermal paste, all the screws that I need. And then this is the dongle to adapt to a 3-pin. I guess it's the 5-volt or whatever for the RGB. And this tool to screw the plugs in for the actual water block. So let's start with baggie number blue, or I guess color blue, numbers 1 through 5. And I actually need to get the GPU block out, the water block, and put the graphics card off to the side for now. If I can get this open. If you didn't know, I use gloves. One, to keep my dirty paws off everything, but makes gripping things a lot easier. Sorry, I stepped away. I had to check my Teams call. All right, so let's shit. I want to keep this box, but all right. Oh, I have another one I guess I can use. Actually, we'll just swap boxes. So this is going away. This box is coming back. Have to keep it away from the cat because the cat is not worth what I paid for the graphics card. So I'm not trying to lose the graphics card to a cat. Anyways, now that I've said all that, all the animal lovers out there are gonna love that one. This is the card. I actually have, and I bought, but because I'm vertically mounting it, I don't think I'm gonna use it. I bought a piece that will remove this top portion here, and instead of having them side mount, I could actually mount them from the top. So it'd be kind of cool with that right angle, but no need because I'm going to be coming right out and then up and to the CPU, you know, part of the loop, and then whatever. Anyways, we're going to figure this out. So I'm going to put this in the orientation that I want to put. Oh, here we go. So it doesn't scratch. All right. So let's start with the number 1s, which are the little ones. Mind you, these things are such a pain in the butt because they have a protective, like, I guess, let me turn my light back on. I can't see nothing. They have a protective plastic on both sides. So obviously the little ones are going to be the biggest pain in the butt. So that goes there. According. They're sticking. Let's see. Probably use this to help get it off my glove. Wow, they move. I don't like that. All right. Trying to make it match the picture. Such a pain in the butt. I am working from home. I have people emailing me on my work computer. All right, so those two go there. Let's see here. Another one of those, the number 1 goes right here. There's a third one. So the instructions, like I said, literally has them labeled. So what I'm gonna do is turn around, put the graphics card on it like that, so then it doesn't, those don't fall off. I think that's the plan anyways. Oh no. Just have to be patient with this because you don't want to rip them. All right. So that's the third one. That's number 1s. There's only one number 2, and it's there's 2 long pieces. It's the shorter. Oh, it's the shorter of the 2 is number 2. And it goes right there. I know I haven't peeled the other side off yet. I figure it'll be easier to apply this like that. And then, because this is a bigger piece, and then peel the other corner. Bam. Lay it flat. All right. That's another piece. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3 are these 2 rectangular pieces. One of them goes here. These are for the memory. Peel off. Make sure to make sure that you don't forget to peel, because that could be bad. Nice. All right, the other number 3. Other memory. Yeah, all the memory modules covered. Well, most of them. There's still 2 more small ones. Oh crap. There we go. For the most part, they're pretty sticky. They're not going to fall off. Let's see here. Number 4 are these 2 small squares. One right here. Peel off the film. I think it moved a little bit. Good. Might actually adjust it a little bit more. go. Sorry if this isn't easy to view, but I'll pick it up and show. Alright, let me get all these pieces of plastic and toss them. A little, there we go. Alright, so, got one more piece to go. And that one's going to go right here. It's number 5. So as far as a GPU goes, that's that. I'm gonna wipe down this area here before I put the GPU on because it's got, you know, micro particles, dust, whatever. I'll wipe it down just rubbing alcohol, because that's where the actual GPU makes contact with the block. It's crazy because actually it has this moved further up. It's crazy because this thing actually has way more thermal pads than the stock cooler had on it. I mean, granted, we already know it's going to cool way better. There's a little gap here on the direction, so I had the gap on the wrong end. Attention to detail, you know? Not too many people, YouTubers, that do this kind of content do the whole video. I know it's kind of boring, but it's very instructional, and it's intended to cover everything step by step by step. You don't want to make any mistakes. And contrary to popular belief in movie magic, stuff just doesn't happen and get done and bam. Better look. So all that end is done. I'm gonna take some rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip to that. If I can find where I put my Q-tips. I just use 91%. What is it? Isopropyl alcohol. Just want to kind of clean the surface off a little. I've already done that to the graphics card if you watched the previous video. So I'm just cleaning this area here. Not that I need to, but no harm done, right? Back and forth, back and just getting all those microparticles off of there. Nice and shiny. All right, so I think the next step is to legitimately flip the GPU on there and figure this shit out, man. All right, so they provided thermal paste, so I'm going to use their provided thermal paste because they know best what's good for their product. Plus, I don't really have anything else. I had some icy diamond, but I kind of ran out. Make sure I can just rest this like that. The baggie I'm opening now has a thermal paste in it and all the screws. I swear, if you were a drug dealer, man, you got all the dime bags you need. You do enough water cooling. So that's one long one. This little baggie here has got a bunch of clear washers. Alright, so with the help of a plastic strip or similar, spread a thin layer of thermal paste on the GPU. So I'm gonna actually spread instead of just letting it plaster. I'm actually just going to use my finger. This will kind of spread this out a little bit, and if I need to put more, I'll put more. I want to get good coverage on the whole thing. Still a little bit more to spread, a little thick there in the middle. And it was already had runoff from the previous. From the original thermal paste spreading. Nice. Sweet. I think that's a good spread. Let me wipe this on the back side of here. That's another reason why I wear these gloves. I can go wash my hands real quick, but don't need to. Anywho, here's my spread of thermal. All right, here goes nothing. No, it goes like this. Gotta line up these holes. This is always the fun part. This is so awesome. Just seeing all the screws line up. Screw holes. Nice. Nice. All right. So now I'll go all the long screws, the black ones. Wait, is it the black ones? No, it's the ones with the springs on them. The black ones are for the back plate. So all these are under they're under. All right. So wait. With the 9 M2 times 5. All right, so that's those. I count 10. Hold on. Make sure I got. Okay. And washers. So they all utilize washers. These washers are damn